my ability to have a positive effect on others is mainly what gives meaning to my life.
Mm. It does give meaning to my life, yes. Now, mainly part, it depends on how you define giving positive impact on other people. You know, you and I be just talking to each other here, and the consciousness that is emanating from you and from me, from our conversation, is having an impact, and I think positive impact on other people without them ever knowing. So, beyond actual physical interaction, which include the email communications and giving lectures and talking, the kind of thought I have and state of consciousness in which I'm having those conversations internally is not internal. So you can emanate goodwill, love, and positive thought, and wishing everybody well-being has an impact. So the meaning of that which gives me meaning of life include this, but that is more than that. It is in some way a consequence of living a meaningful life. And so what is this meaningful life? And meaningful life is to live my life in accordance with divine teleology. That's my responsibility. Nobody can take this responsibility but me. And when I'm fulfilling my responsibility, then as a result of it, I will be in certain state of consciousness. I'll be having certain kind of conversation. Even if nobody hears it, it has a positive impact. And of course, when I relate to other people, you know, they will have a even more vivid impact. So what gives me the main the action that gives me meaning is to be in communion with I am. Everything else is a consequence.
It's very interesting when you said about when you brought the example of our conversation now. I was thinking, well, let's say that Yasuhiko and I found ourselves in a spaceship lost in space, and we know that we would never see any human being again. It's just the two of us for the rest of eternity. I would still be very interested in having this conversation, and I would greatly enjoy it, even knowing that nobody else is going to benefit from it.
No, they will benefit from it. Yes, because consciousness is non-local. Even the tiny, quantum particles have a quantum entanglement. Why not our consciousness? We are entangled. Mhm.
Yeah.
And probably, if you and I are only two of us are on the spaceship, probably we'll have more fun because you don't need to worry about, well, I have to cut this conversation. It is like a spontaneous conversation, So, this is, you have a responsibility for other people on this planet. And, so you have to do something with this conversation, yes. And there is some certain amount of restriction rules there. No restriction whatsoever. So definitely we have more fun together. Although I'm having great fun, which means our fun will have a greater impact on the human consciousness than maybe this.
Very interesting. It's a very interesting idea, which is very different from how, because my initial intuition as I did this exercise in myself is like we would have a lot of fun, but it wouldn't be meaningful in the same way as if we can share it with, many other people.
Yeah, on the level of consciousness, subconscious, conscious level, and in the consciousness level, because they don't hear. So in that sense, I agree with you. I'm kind of half, joking about this, but in the subconscious level, there's a positive impact, whether or not people hear this conversation or not. If they hear, if they learn something consciously, then it has definitely additional impact.
But you added something that I feel is very significant, which is that actually when we are free of the sense of responsibility for other people or the meaning that sharing with other people gives us, there is greater joy and more abandonment in the exploration. So, in some sense, the meaning that we get from having a positive effect on other people
Mhm.
is also has an inhibitory effect.
Mhm. Yeah, constraints, some constraints. Yeah.